everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a pretty, I was going to say fun video because I always call all of my videos. It's going to be a pretty fun video. It's actually going to be fun for me, but probably not for you guys. You have to sit and hear me talk about books that I liked, books that I hated, all that in between. Here is all of the books that I read in 2023. Keep in mind, I started reading in 2022, but went in the biggest book slump ever in 2023. So these are really just 3 months of me reading. I think we should start with romance books. Also, please do not mind the rain on the roof. Romance was the main one that I read in 2023 because I was trying so hard to get out of my book slump, and I was like, I'm not gonna try a different type of style of book if I can't even read anything. We're gonna start out with a pretty strong one. Better Than the Movies. This book, the only thing I didn't like about this book was a lot of the things the main character in this book was saying. I was like, the world's not gonna end the second you get out of high school. This book is about Liz and Wes, and basically not childhood friends, I guess childhood enemies, but they live next door to each other. And when Liz's crush, since forever ago, came back to town, she needs Wes's help to help her get her crush back. You could probably guess where the story's gonna go, but it was pretty cute. I liked it. There was some things I was like, why did she say that? Like actually made me give me an out of body shock. I was just like, girl, stop. I'm gonna stop talking about this book, but I think it's so cute, and the cover is like the cutest thing in the world. It's just so cute. Moving on, still in the romance section, I have a book that I despised. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I hear so many people gush about Lucy Score, and to be fair, I can't hate on her at all because I've only read this one book by her. This was the book that I started off 2023 with. I literally was looking forward to getting this book for like a month straight, and then I got it for Christmas. It was like the best thing ever, and then I started reading. I just wanted to like scream. So this was a little different for me. I expected it to be really rom-com-y, and I think that's where I went wrong. This is about Naomi and Knox, and basically Naomi is now new to the town because her twin sister, her crazy twin sister, left her daughter, and now Naomi has to take care of her twin sister's daughter. So Naomi was struggling with that, and then she meets Knox. I hate Knox. It's fine. Ugh, it's actually not fine because it makes me so angry for no reason. I'm sorry. If you love this book, I can understand why you love this book, but I'm just not that girl. I think the reason I didn't like this book so much is because I felt that Knox was just really unlikable and controlling, and then Naomi was like every time he did something, Naomi would be so quick to take it back, and I'd be like, okay, maybe you need to not do that. I don't know. This book is 557 pages long, and I feel like easily could have taken 200 pages out of this book. It was a lot of filler nonsense. Okay, the next two I read back to back because they're both Christina Lauren books. And Christina Lauren is 2 authors, actually, which I just found out recently. First of all, the covers are really what attracted me to the books in the first place. Started off with The Unhoneymooners. I put this book on my Christmas wish list last year, and I got it, and I was over the moon excited for a good reason because this is such a cute book. This follows Olive and Ethan, and basically Olive's sister Amy is getting married, but everybody at the wedding gets sick, so then her sister can't go on her honeymoon. Olive doesn't want to pass up the offer and goes on the honeymoon. Ethan also doesn't want to pass up the offer. They're the only two that didn't get sick at the wedding, so they both took the honeymoon. It was very funny. This is literally the perfect definition of a rom-com. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. I thought it was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying reading this. Aw. And I was rooting for them to be together the entire time. Third act breakup that always happens in these little rom-com books actually made sense this time. It didn't feel like they were just breaking up just to break up. So such a cute book. I think you should read it. It's so cute. Next, we have another Christina Lauren book, which I already technically showed, but it's called Love in Other Words. And this follows, hold on, let me read the back because I'm forgetting everything. This basically follows Elliot and Macy, and they were childhood best friends. Things happened, they parted ways, and you don't really learn what happened until the end of the book because it's told with alternating timelines. Basically, Macy is also engaged, I believe, so that adds a whole nother thing on top of it, and they randomly meet again, and this rain is crazy. I really am sorry. I think it's just such a cute book because the whole time it's alternating timelines, so I never got bored technically, and I don't know, the ending was was just really cute and I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the Honeymooners. The Honeymooners will always hold a special place in my heart, but this one was really, really cute. And I might be talking about this author for a very long time, and I don't intend to stop anytime soon. Emily Henry, guys. Oh my god. Okay, if you are just getting into reading and you've never tried this author, what are you doing? I love every single one of Emily Henry's books. I literally go feral every time a new book is announced. So let's start with the first one that I read, and then we'll move on to the other ones. First one I read was Beach Read by Emily Henry. And this book really did get me into reading. I don't know how else to explain it, but like they have real world problems that they're dealing with on top of like romance. It's not just like, oh, it's a romance read. It's like, no, both of these people in the story are struggling with so many things. That's why I love Emily Henry, because she makes the people have real world problems. This follows August and January. Yes, those are real names. I kind of love it though. Basically, they are both struggling authors. They both have to write their next novel, but they're both struggling with writing it because of all of the problems that they have in their life. They have neighboring beach houses that they're staying at to try to write their books. They kind of form this whole plan. They'll take each other on different, they call it field trips, and basically he writes like really dark books and she writes like rom-coms. So they each take each other on like field trips that kind of correlate to their book style. And I thought that was so cute. I thought this was like the cutest book in the world. Like there was not a single like page or chapter that I would skip of this book. I love August and January. I really do. I just love them so much. And like they Next on our Emily Henry list, we have People We Meet on Vacation. This book follows Poppy and Alex, and basically they became friends during college. They're like total opposites. Poppy's like a wild child. Alex is like really businessy type vibe. They take a vacation together every single year, but then something happened which ruined everything. Randomly, Poppy decides to invite Alex on another trip. I think it's really cool because you don't know what happened between them until the very end of the book because of the alternating timelines. Book lovers. This was her release of last year, of 2022. I'm saying this about every Emily Henry book, but the second that I learned that this book was coming out, I just freaked out. I actually like was psychotic. This follows Nora and Charlie. Basically, Nora's sister Libby decides to drag Nora to a small town as like a little getaway because Nora's struggling, and Charlie's there, and they met once before but had a really bad meeting, and they run into each other again in this really small town, and then things just go from there. I thought it was cute, but these characters just feel so real to me because even Nora and Libby were struggling with the death of their mom throughout this whole book because I believe their mom used to take them to that small town for Christmas every year. These people are real. Like, I actually swear these people are real. I refuse to believe they're fictional. They're all made up.